I'ma leave her. She took the river with Judas. Tearing down the barrel of his gun. Yes, he shot me down. I died and someone brought me back to life, but never to my senses. Pounce on that shit, dance. Pounce on that shit, dance.
My bad, y'all. Y'all had to hear that correctly. Hold on. What's up? Listen, my sister was playing, first of all. Second, my son I don't know what he think, but he has one. Anyway, let's get into some political tea. And then, what? I knew it. Okay, hold on, you guys. Oh, man. So, we got to send our prayers to Daniela Denise. She was a social media influencer, dance teacher, and she passed away today. Let me go to her page. She battled 6 or 7 years with breast cancer. She passed today at 8:34 a.m. It says Denise Wilson transitioned a wife, a daughter, a sister, a friend, and a warrior who kicked cancer. Every single day she was here. Her spirit never deemed, her heart never hardened, and even in the storm, she never lost her smile. Jiwama. I want to send my prayers to her husband and her mother. If you guys have been following the story, this is the lady that hold on. This is the woman who had breast cancer for 6 or 7 years. And she fought so hard, y'all. And then, it just saddens my heart that when I say she would still fight, she still gave a fight. She gave a great fight. She sat here and, she was very positive. And she enlightened everyone, no matter what you go through on social media. And that's what made me follow her. So I send my prayers to her and may she rest in power. And I send my prayers to her family. All right, we're going to get into some political stuff that I knew it when I seen, and I want to send my prayers to Brandy Evans, who also played on The Pink. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That was her best friend. So we send our love and prayers to her. All right, y'all, we're going to get into some political tea. Oh, God, I'm so sick of Trump. And then Tamar and Mendecees, them are going to be last. So just hold on. We're going to get into some important stuff. Then we're going to get into the tea last because that's longer. Child, President Trump has focused on attacking Somalians living in Minnesota. And tonight he's on Truth Social attacking Democrat Ilhan Omar of Minnesota. Trump has shared more than 10 posts about the Rep. Omar in less than 20 minutes. Those posts include messages that refer to her as a terrorist. A terrorist from the terrorist family in Congress. Know your facts. Child, to bash her and call her a terrorist is crazy. So now they spreading the lies with her, saying she committed crimes, including marriage fraud, tax fraud. This man don't fraud every day. All right, so you got Mandela Barnes. He's announced he is running for Congress, the governor of Wisconsin.
Right, are still falling behind. So here's the reality check. The only way for our state to move forward is to reject the Washington way and get things done the Wisconsin way. It isn't about left or right. It's not about who can yell the loudest. It's about whether people can afford to live in the state they call home. A state where you can afford your health care, where your kids can learn a skill and stay close to home, where a good day's work earns a good day's pay, and where families can not only get by, but thrive. I'm Mandela Barnes. I serve Wisconsin in our legislature and as your lieutenant governor. I know how to bring people together, and I know how to get things done. I'm running for governor because this jacket wasn't just something my dad wore. It was a promise.
I hope he win, y'all. Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes has jumped into the Wisconsin governor race, a huge shakeup for the 2026 race. Barnes, Milwaukee native, community organizer, and former state legislator, served 2 terms in the assembly before becoming the Wisconsin's first Black lieutenant governor, where he focused issues like social justice, climate, and economic equality. In his first campaign ad, Barnes focused on the impact of the Trump administration on the levels of working people, meaning everybody as a whole. Okay, Mandela Barnes is jumping into already crowded field of candidates from both parties, with multiple Democrat and Republicans fighting for endorsement and attention ahead of the primary. He's trying to work with the Democrats that do want to change on the back end and not the ones that are sitting here trying to act like they don't want it. So that's what he is doing. I hope he win. You guys, if you want to vote for him, dig more deeper. And you're in the Wisconsin area, Milwaukee area, dig more deeper into what he's standing for. Look at his background and see if that's what you want. And listen, we got a job to do next year. Child, I got to share my screen back because I thought I hit the wrong button, honey. So when I was telling y'all earlier, Chris T. Parrell, who is hold on, let me make sure. So she sets the record straight. It was her, Cornel West, this lady, and I'm gonna let y'all hear what Chris had to school. Dr. Chris, shout out to Dr. Chris T. Parnell, baby. She read her, and I'm gonna play it.
It's just hilarious. This is the most effective president of my lifetime. He has done so much. He has revolutionized this country, both in terms of foreign policy and in terms of domestic policy. I disagree with Dr. West. We should all be so lucky to be this effective. When we are half his age.
Public health is crumbling. Healthcare is in disarray. We are no longer recognizing that today is World AIDS Day. Look, my father had a chronic HIV/AIDS infection. And in this country, for us to continually say that public health matters are not important is abysmal. We have Americans who are being separated
he got the
for
price
care.
of drugs down by hundreds of
that was actually a policy proposal that was inherited from the previous administration. Well, we can't say that when we have a president and an administration that has executed policy violence that has
I got a question. Why y'all like talking over Black people, especially Black women? Y'all like to talk over us a lot.
Proportionally impacted, historically marginalized groups, has separated Americans from care.
That means. People of every group buy drugs.
What do you mean you don't? We're not
wait.
drugs. We're not just talking about pharmaceutical drugs. We're talking about the well-being of populations. I'm a public health physician. We can have a conversation about, are Americans sicker? Are Americans at risk to have worse outcomes? We have an outbreak of measles. Measles was almost eliminated in the United States. That's happened under this administration. We see bouts of pertussis. That's happened under this administration. So you just can't sit there and say he's been the most effective president. I don't know why we're talking about this issue.
On the economy, on immigration, on tariffs, on trade. Wrong. He's ended. But it's just hilarious. This is
He's effective in BS. He effective in calling a Black African woman. What did he say about her? What I said he said? He called a Black African woman a terrorist. In the Africa, y'all sitting here thinking that's okay, that he wants y'all. He just called a Somalian who was from Africa a terrorist. So what you think he gonna call y'all? All right, I got a little bit more to share. So this happened. Juan Orlando Hernandez, politician and trafficker, released from prison by Trump in Venezuela. But I keep telling y'all, but he's targeting them, but he releasing stuff he wants to put that cape on so bad and be a savior. Okay, he has part in Honduran President Juan Orlando Hernandez, who was serving a 45-year prison sentence in the United States for helping to traffic hundreds of tons of Okeana into the country. Hernandez had just served 4 years of his sentence. Trump has pardoned him, even if he claims a renewed conflict with Venezuela is aimed at ending drug trafficking. The U.S. Bureau of Prisons inmate website showed that Hernandez was released from the U.S. penitentiary in Hazeltown, West Virginia on Monday. You heard what I said. You heard what I said? He released that man. Let me go to Kevin Page real quick. So, and I'm going to play some other stuff and then we're going to move on to the tea. So, I was seeing, I don't know if it's on his page. You know, we have, oh yeah, it is on his page. You have Congressman and now reporter at the Pentagon, okay? Yeah, he trying to get in, fit in, Mr. I pay for you, baby. It's okay. You young. I like you. Him. Not only there at the Pentagon. Look at this Botox heifer. There's stick injections in her face to try to change who she. Laura Loomer is balding at the top. I see thinning. She'll probably get surgery for that too. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody said our country is a giant trailer park. He's supposed to be at the Pentagon as press. And y'all see what's on his desk? Somebody said maybe that's Matt's. Maybe that's his. Him and Matt's drinking off each other. Child, it's just nasty. It's just a nasty of mess. Let me go back to my messages. Let's go here. Let me expand. I'm going to play what he had to say. And then, where is it? I went too fast. So I want to put this information about Nigeria, and then we're going to get into the other stuff.
All right. Trump is saying we need to invade Nigeria to protect Christians. So let me explain what's actually going on here. If you look at this here map, you'll see that Nigeria is close to Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. And this is...
Didn't Amanda Seals, Blue Centric, me, and others said this? Somebody called me a liar, and they owe me an apology.
Known as the Sahel region. And in this region, they recently had a string of revolutionary
So let me tell you something. There's revolutionary. This guy, I don't know if you can see my mouse. Let me go here. This guy right here, revolutionary. These men are not standing for the bull. The things that they have done for their countries are very revolutionary. So it has nothing to do with that. This is why they haven't dealt with this man here. Because that man ain't motherfucking playing. I did a video. I'm not sure what live I did. But Burkina Faso, he is one of them. Everybody's looking at him as a revolutionary right now. And they don't like that. Go look up the things he's done that is great for Africa. Let's continue.
Uprisings that overthrew Western-backed governments. Yep. And they've been kicking out U.S. and French corporations and military personnel left and right. So Trump wants to use Nigeria to control these Sahel revolutionaries, or use it as a launching pad for regime change. It would allow them to spy on these countries, arm their preferred groups, sabotage them.
Ghana as well, because if you think about it, Ghana is letting in African Americans without an issue.
Their trade, etc. But it's stupid because Nigeria is already a U.S. puppet government. But the government is so weak and the country is so poor from being pillaged by Western corporations that it's basically become a failed state. Now you have all these extremist groups like Boko Haram running around doing what extremist groups do. And Trump is using that as his excuse to invade Nigeria, even though U.S. interventionism is what got Nigeria in this predicament in the first place. What Nigeria actually needs is a popular revolution like what happened in the other Sahel states. But of course, we know the U.S. will do whatever they can to prevent that from happening. All right, Trump is saying we need to invade Nigeria to protect Christians. So let me explain what's.
That's not what he wanted. That's man, because they'll believe him. He just told the truth. We have been telling y'all what it was. That girl set him the F up like I told y'all. She set them up. She set them up. I'm going to play this, then we finna move on because there's some Diddy information I want to share before we get into the game. Since he talking about free Diddy and shit.
Where's the crime rate highest in the white communities? And it's like, and I was like, is that not in the trailer parks and the the places where is low income and low education? They're like, yeah. And I said, well, let me ask you another question. Do you think rich black people are middle class black people rob and steal? They said no. I said, wait a second. Please repeat that. And he says, I said, you're saying that rich black people do not steal from each other. And they're like, no. I was like, I'm serious. Like, it freaked me out because I go, well, where's your racism? Because what you're telling me is that crime is indicated, it's prevalent in the low income and undereducated communities.
I'm gonna need y'all to stop being afraid of the truth, because the game they try to play on black people is so obvious, and it's embarrassing that people even still fall for it. They sit up there running their mouths talking about some black people are criminals, black people commit the most crime, black culture is violent. Shut up. Just shut up. The truth, the part that they conveniently never bring up, is that crime follows poverty, period. And the minute you say that, everybody all of a sudden gets quiet real fast. But let's make it even spicier for the people pretending to be educated. How come when they mention black crime, they never mention the crime rates in the poor white communities? Well, y'all thought meth labs, trailer park shootouts, and opioid overdoses don't count? Oh, you thought domestic violence and theft ain't a crime if Becky and Bubba are doing it? The crime rate is the same, sometimes worse in white communities living in poverty. But you'll never hear them say that because it breaks the whole illusion they need to survive. Let's stop acting stupid. Black communities don't just randomly end up poor. They were engineered like that, systematically, on purpose. Economic sabotage in every angle.
And her page is right there, is Modestly Fly. And y'all can go follow her as well.
And then they got the nerve to point at the outcome and call it black crime. If they ever admitted that poverty is tied to crime, then they'd have to admit that white people commit crime at the same damn rate when they're poor. They don't want that smoke because then they wouldn't be able to use black people.
I'm sorry, my dog just came here with his toy, looked at me, see my computer in my hand, and he was like, never mind.
As the nation's scapegoat anymore.
Where's the crime rate highest in the white community?
Okay, so that's what is the tea with that. Now, I want to go to something before we jump into the game. Well, we're going to do an introduction, and then we're going to talk about B. Simone and Peach. So just work with me because we're working up to the tea. It's spilling, but it's not spilling, but we ain't spilled it yet. So the game decided for his birthday, he had a birthday party. And at this birthday party, the game at his birthday party, his birthday was not too long ago. Okay? So the game decides to say this, all right? This fool came out and said, reminder, someone said, reminder, he owes a woman $7 million for R-ing her. So he sexually touched a woman inappropriately. She sued him. She owed him $7 million. He just lost his home. The game popped out and said at his soapbox at his birthday party, grabbing a mic and telling the world to free Diddy and R. Kelly. Then he started talking, about baby oil and urination. It's all on video. Gang, what you got going on? I'm not playing it. Y'all can go watch it on Neighborhood Talk. Shout out to them. What the hell is wrong with you? Hey, CC Live. You owe a woman already. You are now a mother too. I'm not surprised. I'm not. We have seen him go with the child that She's not a child no more. She's an adult. But I know Evelyn tried to downplay because her daughter. We got that. We seen you have a child with your ex-baby mama, your ex-girlfriend that was riding with you for years. Best friend daughter. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Speaking of Diddy, so remember I told y'all a long time ago, like a year or so ago, that Kalani, who was in the Dirty Money, and I explained to y'all who she was, and she said Diddy ain't talked to her and this and that. Now I want to agree. First of all, I want to agree to the people. They're going to watch the documentary. Absolutely. Now, Kalina want to talk. I'm sorry, Kalini want to talk. First, I want to agree to the people that has said that 50 using this man because of a female. It is. It's not because he cared about the victims. This is his way of his get back. We all know how he is. Are people going to watch it? Yes. But somebody said something that I said long ago. When you point the finger at other people, get ready for it to be pointed back at you. Pay attention to how people move. I don't have nothing against 50, but you can't be the pot calling the kettle black. It don't work like that, right? So let's get into the tea. So this happened. This just got posted. Shout out to Raw. So now Kalina want to talk. Remember I told y'all Kalina, well, I think Kalina and her husband going, they getting clean. Somebody getting clean and want they churn. Let's play.
Black. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like statement something. I mean, whatever statement, any position they want to interview.
Granted, I'm dealing with my own situation. I am caught up in a contentious child custody battle, and now this.
Y'all.
The only person I could call in the beginning was Puff.
I'm asking for the brother's favor of black. You know what I'm saying?
The only person I could call in the beginning was Puff. Just trying to get help. Like, the only person I could call in the beginning was
y'all
Puff.
can go watch it, y'all. It is on Netflix. That's why she want to talk now, girl. We're not buying into it. We said what it was and what it will be and what it has been. But obviously, you decided to take upon yourself to sit here and go, "Oh, that's fucked up." When we told your monkey ass the same way that Don did and everybody else, I don't believe that to be true. That didn't happen. And now he left me. He left me. I was all alone. I'm going through a custody battle with the man that told me if I don't do something, if I don't do nothing, that we told you, but you had to learn. Let's go to the Frank Christian. I've been told y'all about this helpful. I don't know what all y'all need. First of all, I know believers fall short just like everybody else, right? But the fact that you brought your tail on here chasing behind men, saying it ain't nothing about my finances, but I'm just budgeting. But it's nothing about my finances. Every time I say, you know what, we'll forget B. Simone, I'm a hold you. All right, girl. Friend, you come out with some other BS and you know it's going to go viral. And y'all just got to understand, B. Simone know how the algorithm works. She know how things work like Peach. She wants to go have her viral moment. And she decided to have her viral moment with this boo kill. So, obviously, what transpired was, okay, B. Simone was on live as usual. It's just nothing new. And B. Simone decided to ask this question while getting her makeup done. And we're going to play her response and all. Miss my boyfriend.
10 trillion, or what is it? $1 trillion that we can't even comprehend, right? Because you can't even think about that. I can't even comprehend $1 million. I mean, $1 billion. I can comprehend $1 million. Would you rather have $1 trillion or would you rather have 10 minutes with Jesus? I said I would rather have $1 trillion because I feel like God left his word. He left the Bible. There's nothing that he is going to tell me probably in those 10 minutes that isn't already in his word. And secondly, if you have a relationship with him, he can talk to you now.
Y'all don't think logical. I see. I'm going to have a conversation because I need you to instruct me how to get them 10 trillion and how to keep it. So I won't go through. See what I'm saying? Y'all don't, just like I'll be like, y'all want to sit down and talk to Jay-Z or the food stamps. I'm going to talk to Jay-Z. You can always listen, there's a time where you'll fall short and you need them stamps. But I'm going to have a talk. My bad, y'all. But I'm going to have a conversation. Because if Hov can tell me what he took, hey, listen, this is what I did, these are my steps, it might be lifting for you, but we gonna talk. If it would be, we gonna talk. We gonna talk, right? Right. But why would I sit now? I'm gonna have the conversation. Because there's a lot of ways you can get the trillion, and then you go through all these things. But if you don't have a conversation with God and he tell you before you get this money, this is what you're going to go through. This is what is going to happen. This is what is going to transpire. Okay. Y'all don't
believe the Holy Spirit is in me and he could talk to you. But Pharaoh's like, no, like I want to sit. You said you wanted to sit with Jesus, right? Yeah. Also, I feel like if I was really sitting face to face, excuse me, I'm stuttering because that's what I would do if I was face to face with Jesus, and I would waste my 10 minutes stuttering. Like, this is really crazy. Jesus is in front of me. So it's like, at this point, let me just go to my prayer room and pray. And I don't feel like there's going to be anything that Jesus will tell me in those 10 minutes that he hasn't left in his word.
10 minutes with Jesus can be a lifetime.
Exactly. Because he going to tell you who to watch out for. Listen, when you get that, everybody going to be this and that. Prepare yourself, preparing you for it. But you don't want to have a girl.
And I know when I die, I'm going to see Jesus. And
how do you know? Because you just picked. How do you know? You didn't.
I feel like I can tap into that now. I don't need 10 minutes with Jesus.
This is my thing with her. I want her to understand something. Your relationship, not alone with Jesus, does not compare to your heart and how you are as a person to get through them gates. See, y'all think I can pick up the Bible, I got a relationship, but if I treat somebody this way, God gonna forgive me the next day. No. It don't work like that. What it is, you had a relationship, but you treat because you never know if you're gonna step into. See, y'all be lost. And it break my heart. Because what y'all are put on, I read my Bible every day. I do. No. Okay, how is your heart? If it's something that you saw happen, how did you react to that? Regardless of how anybody was acted in life, whatever, how did you react to that? Your heart is the weight of how you are. Your heart. So when people say, God know my heart, your heart. I want y'all to remember that. You could read 25 Bibles and sit in your prayer closet. What does your heart say on top of that? Not saying you got to be perfect, but if you're reading what I'm giving to you and you have a relationship with me, your heart should not be hard as steel or cold. What does your heart say? See, and y'all got that part in the Bible. He don't want you to. That's what he's talking about. Your heart. Your heart can't be lukewarm. Your heart got to be what he wants your heart. Hello, somebody. Your heart, it was determined if you go through your heart, not your mouth, your heart, your actions. That's why love is a verb. It's an action. Okay? Every time a person tell me they love me, no, you don't. How you love me? You do what you just did. Is that how you love? Love is an action word. It's easy to say I love you. but it's hard for certain people to show it. It's a verb in action. There's action behind the word love. I love you, but I don't like what you did. That is love. I love you, but I can't accept what you've done. That is love. That's love.
I have that now. Am I explaining this right? What would y'all do? Would y'all take the trillion or would y'all do 10 minutes with Jesus? I am taking the trillion and I'm going to my prayer room.
So we're going to go into people on Be Simone. Let's get some, because I always say money is not the root of all evil, but people are. Money can't do anything, but how you act towards money is what is evil. So remember that. I never agreed to it's the root of that. No, it's people actions. You touch it, you do stuff, how you get it. The money just sitting as paper. It doesn't do anything. Come from a tree.
I don't know, and I say this with all humility. I don't know if the Be Simone lack wisdom or, and I don't mean that sarcastically, or I don't know if a lot of what she does is definitely trolling. But what was interesting, she posed a question and she was getting her makeup done. She posed a question and she stated, would you rather have $1 trillion or have 10 minutes with Jesus? And I understood to a certain extent what she was saying. She's saying that she has access to Jesus and that she has a relationship and that she can go and pray to him. So anything that he needed to tell her, that he could just do that in the communication and in the relationship that she already have with Jesus. Here's the problem with that. My mind went to King Solomon. And in the story of King Solomon, he was a person in the Bible who asked God for wisdom instead of riches, pearls, money.
She not lying. He asked God for wisdom. And when he got that wisdom, he got his money. You got to have wisdom to keep that money. And a lot of people mix that. Hey, Miss Lasanda. And I think that's what B. Simone missed. I always said B. Simone only turned to a faith to find a man. That's very, very patriotic to me.
A coin, and so he wanted for God to grant him, wisdom instead of all of this extra stuff that was really of the world, that was really of his flesh. He was asleep. Jesus appeared to him and he offered him, he said, whatever you desire, I will give you. Solomon then chose to ask for an understanding and a heart to govern his people. Basically, this was a selfless request from God that really actually pleased God. Make a long story short, what God did, he granted him immense wisdom. And not only that, he also gave him the riches. He also gave him honor that he did not even ask for. Oh, child, this is a preach. The thing about what B. Simone said, it wasn't that she just didn't want to be with Jesus, because in her mind, she's like, I can have access to him. I have a relationship. I pray. It wasn't that. But the problem came in is that she immediately said the $10 trillion. My mind can't even, it was all about her. It wasn't.
Me and other content creators have said she makes it about her. When she talks to her friends, it's about her. It's got to be about B. Simone and nobody else. That's the only problem people have.
It wasn't about pleasing God. It was about what she desired. Catch it. I'm not in the big business of dragging new believers, new Christians, people who are in the faith, came into the faith. I'm not in the business of that, because I believe that people have to grow spiritually on different levels. And I'm not like belittling her in any way, but what I'm saying is she's definitely an out of the box thinker. And I don't say that in a rude way. I say it in a way.
I'm going to say it for you. Basically, okay. And I'm going to say this with grace. A little. B. Simone has a complex of it's about me. It has to be about me. Friendships, all that stuff, it's about me. And I always say this, when you get around you have to have the mindset and the wisdom and the understanding that when you touch money that big, the things that could come to you. Just like certain black celebrities hit the billionaire status, you got lawsuits and all types of stuff gunning for their money because now they are a target. We're going to be honest. Some of them, not all of them, some of them did some stuff they but majority of them, right? And what y'all got to understand, you have to have the understanding and the wisdom to touch and deal with that money. They're going to come people that you ain't talked to for years telling you. Y'all remember the man that got unalived in Florida for the lottery ticket from his ex-girlfriend or wife or whatever? And he won all that money and he got it and he didn't understand some of the things he had, right? But he was going to put it to good use. When you touch stuff like that, that's why now people say when you get into the millionaire, billionaire, and trillionaire, yes, you give back. But on top of that, you got to have the understanding, the wisdom to give. Not only that, to understand that there are going to be some people that want to sit at your table that don't like you and just for your money. There are going to be people that will sell out a story about you to a blog because you didn't give them a dime. So King Solomon did ask. And I always believe his story taught me a lot. Like I said, I grew up in the church, but I'm also aware of things outside the church, and I'm also did my research about where the Bible and things come from. But his story was he got with a woman, she betrayed him and cut off his locks, and knowing his hair was his strength. That's when we say you don't cut, and I believe that's a true thing. If you look into the history with Africans, your hair is your strength. Your hair is your strength. So when y'all take y'all babies before they're 24 months old and cut their hair, it lacks their strength. That wasn't a lie. Black men hair are strength. Black women hair as well as it tell a story. So it's important. So when you sit here and say you want $1 trillion, my love, you need to be ready mentally, physically, and emotionally for that money. And watch what you say, right? All right, so we're gonna move on to Peach because I know Tamar and Peach gonna take most of my time. First of all, exactly, it is our crown and glory. First of all, I knew this little, now we finna get into the tea, so get your cups. I knew that this little, I pay you to put me the best hair and keep the hair thing was gonna happen. I'm gonna play a video somebody got shot to real. She's one of the ladies I follow, young ladies I follow on Facebook. Y'all go follow her. She got the tea as well on Facebook too. And she's a growing small blogging page. So Peach is with Ann. Ann Riley's here in the black. Ann Riley has hair, right? Now the women that were doing Peach hair during this time and hooking her up, I mean, they did some great styles. I shared them on my Facebook. So they're saying the quality of the hair was not the best. Well, we're going to go with Peach's sister had to say. And a lot of people are now calling Peach a hustler for free wigs. And I said this. See, first of all, let me say this. When I told y'all that this game was for her and not for y'all, y'all thought I was wrong. Y'all thought I was being crabs in a barrel. That's crab and bear mentality when y'all look at somebody who is not for you and use you to step on you to get where they want to be. It's exposure, but she gets more exposure because when she drop you, you don't get nothing. And now people are saying, we didn't know who the people was till Peach came in. This is not like this is K Michelle, Scotty, Rolly, Natalie, Gabrielle Union, Portia Williams, Nene Leakes. Nobody that we see this is somebody from YouTube. And it's no shade to her. So they were saying that basically that the money that she was paying the stylist, is a stylist right here, they were paying her to do their hair and to get exposure. But Ann was giving out non-quality wigs. Now, people were saying that she's showing the hair but not showing her face. Like, what's the deal? Well, come to find out, Peach is upset because not only did Peach get paid and got paid for the bundles and said that her bundles are not for free. So they say Ann made over $11,000 and Peach McIntyre 123 is heavy. So she made $11,000. So I'm gonna play this right here.
Told you I'll pull up with these wigs. These ain't no regular wigs, these heavy. You're such an amazing businesswoman. How much are you gonna pay me to wear these wigs? Send me $123.23. We are live right now. Look at this gorgeous blonde wig. And now the green bob. Cash, baby. I don't discriminate. You ain't paid for ownership. Want to be Miss Independent now. Want to be Miss... I'm a brand, but still want my wigs for free? Y'all, you are not going to believe this. Ann Riley actually stole Peach's knockoff bracelet. I have the receipts. From this moment forward, I will no longer be doing business with Ann Riley. I look like a backup singer for the Jackson 5. I ain't even Michael. I'm one of the other ones. I'm done with lace and bundles. I'm about grace and Bibles for $100.11.
So that is the new price for the thing now when she go to different people. Let me play this. Hold on, come on.
Ann Riley, the one that's going back and forth or beefing with Peach McIntyre, if you ask me, she's wrong. Now, of course, that's just my opinion, but let me tell you why I think she's wrong. She's too doggone quiet. That girl ain't saying nothing. If you haven't learned nothing.
I don't think she's wrong. I don't think she's wrong, and we'll get into why. Why would I give you my wigs for free to style, and I don't get paid, and I'm going with you everywhere with my bundles, but I'm paying you. I'm not even making money from the wigs, from letting you wear them and letting them be styled. I'm not getting a cut. That's business.
Nothing with Peach is everything is content. And you and Peach is having this back and forth beef, and people say you owe Peach $2,000. I don't even care about all that. The fact that you're not coming on here telling your side of the story, first of all,
I wouldn't come and tell it either. Peach is YouTube. She's a businesswoman. She's selling hair still. I wouldn't say anything either. Y'all, that's how business works.
Even the lady with the pink wig, y'all remember the lady with the pink wig, the very first one? She came on here and told her side of the story, and you got all this content between you and Peach, and you zip, baby, that means you're wrong. Now, I ain't gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you this. The fact that you're not using your content, either you good and wrong and it might mess your business up, or you haven't learned anything from Peach. You need to be on here talking. And now people gonna listen and try to hear what's going on. Everybody else on here is assuming stuff, and you zip. So I don't know what's going on, but the fact that you're not talking, girl, yep, you're wrong. Ann Riley, the one that's going back and forth or beef.
I want to say this. I don't think that's business, y'all. What y'all gotta understand is that she got her money, and she's not paying these stylists. And then y'all downgrading what they do because of Peach. Market yourself.
I'm a content creator. So all of y'all wanting to make videos and posts about me and what's going on with Ann Riley and I, feel free to do so. That's not offensive. Make your money. Make your money. But this is not a skit. This is real life. I'm not fighting nobody. I'm not straightening out nothing. It's on the flow. I will never, ever in life do business with Ann Riley ever again. She couldn't pay me $10,000, $20,000, $100,000. It would be no. Your money would never be good for me again. That's just what it is.
I want to say this too. A lot of them people that told their side she don't want to do business with, and a lot of them, I'm finna be honest with y'all. If you are a hairstylist and you trying to do big people, you can't substantial and small yourself to people because you need that step. I've seen plenty of people who didn't have a celebrity in their chair now have celebrity clientele and making more than what, and they're not paying them. That's the thing. They're not paying them. The celebrities are paying the stylists. They're not paying them for that. Keep going. You do not need to pay nobody for that. I can see if it's promo. I don't see that as promo in my eyes. First of all, y'all got to branch out from Facebook. That's the number one problem in thinking small. You better think big, ho. Branch your stuff out. Y'all like to go out and hang out. I need y'all to start posting y'all work to these prima donnas, these Trinas, and these rappers. If you want that type of clientele, it takes a minute, and getting her and then getting bashed doesn't do anything for you. I knew this was going to go wrong.
In the meantime, I'm going to have several people give me 15 of their best wigs for $1.11 intentionally. And I'm going to do excellent business. I'm going to turn all of them into Ann Riley. I did not seek Ann Riley out.
What'll be crazy, y'all, to me if Ann Riley was dealing with her and she get an email from a celebrity the next day for one of her wigs or from Zeus. That'll be the funny part to me. That's going to be the funny part to me.
She found me. I talked to her privately over and over and over again. Every single time she offended me, I said, get your money back. Get your wigs back. Not doing business with you. Sorry. And she kept on pursuing me. I helped her for free. You understand? For free. I'm not envious of her money. I don't want to sell hair. I could easily sell hair. I don't want to sell hair. Profit margins are too low. Everybody is going to say, she did this, so she want to sell hair. Don't want to sell hair. I make my money off of my intellectual property. I'm going to keep it that way digitally. I let so many people come around me with ill intentions because my price was low. Not my money, my price was low. It is what it is. A lesson learned. So all that y'all doing, all the snakes that came to my content house, I'm divinely protected. I know who I am. I'm anointed. I'm called by God. I showed that girl so much love and grace because I see who I used to be in her. She like a Tempe to me. It's like looking at my own self when I was stupid. And I keep telling her, you're stupid, bitch, you're stupid. You gotta think, you gotta get smart. I talked to this girl privately for hours. Intentional. I never, you triggered my trauma. It hurt. It made me.
The fact that you called her stupid and you thought that. and then the other woman, yeah, Pete said you. Oh my God. Don't piss me off. Please.
So this small. And for you dumb motherfuckers that's saying you made your husband, daughter feel small, I did mistake. Intentional.
You can't get mad at what you Peach. I told you before. What you put out is what you get back. Take that shit on the chin, run and move on. You put that mess out there, that negative. You tried to make his daughter feel small. Now you feel small. Take it on the chin. That's a learning lesson. Are you learning from it or are you going to grow from it?
You said my coochie smell like fish. That's what your mama said. You said. And I'm going to tell you the truth. You're a mistake. And what I'm about to do intentionally, but I know.
Okay. I heard enough, y'all. I don't care. She done. Who cares?
I'm a pussy asshole. I got that shit. I gotta see. I'm the house store with this motherfucker. I'm gonna clear every house store around here. 100-mile radius.
And I got some advice for you. The way you acting gotta go. It gotta go. Hey, if you gonna clear hairstyles, hair salons, or hair people, you gotta do better. To the hairstylist that said that her wigs weren't good, you couldn't do. If you are a true hairstylist, you could take a synthetic, okay? One of the ones, the Yaki and the yellow pack, y'all remember that? That wasn't human blend, and do something with that. Y'all don't got so used to working with these lace fronts and this human hair. Y'all gonna have clients come in who don't want to use human hair. But there's a certain blend to know to work with. You gotta know what you're doing. And baby, at the ghetto and hood, first of all these hairstylists she work with, I see them going far. Even the ones she didn't work with, they can do some hair. Some of them, they can put in the work, and guess what? Get bigger clientele. I want to say something to Tressica Hill, who I follow, who did Tokyo Tony hair. She wanted to do peach hair. I disagreed. Do I feel like she should do Shamar hair? Yes. I feel like she worked on one celebrity client. I need her, and I believe in her. I want to see her do more. I will share her work. Hey, Lakeisha. I'm going to share her work, and I'm going to tag some people. She can do way better, and I don't want her in the mess with Peach, because this is what you get. And to the women who were providing the hair, I see y'all doing more. Don't belittle yourself just because it's Peach. Don't do that. You can do way more. Just because she ain't rocking with you now, she rocking with you now, not now. Don't let her be your only clientele. Get with the people that get you in some doors and some places to make you a good band.
In 100 Mile Radio. Yeah, I'm the house store. T, talk. Yeah, I'm the A-Rap. Check in with me. Yeah. And I'm on way.
And you got to stop that. You got to stop. Baby, when you get the way you going, you can't act like that. Okay? I see you going far, but that got to go.
And got whatever. That was perfect. Y'all see, I'm a pussy.
Oh, Lord, I can't do it. I can't do it. So Ann Riley friend got on the internet talk about Peach McIntyre mad because Ann and the other chick got BBLs and caught. We're gonna get into that. And Ann did bring up, it was something about her husband. Hold on. We're gonna be on here for a minute, y'all. Y'all buckle up, take a ride. This get messy.
You are saying my husband was looking at Ann. That's a lie. My husband has never met her. My children have never met her except Gregory McKay. When I was in Orlando, I had 3 different houses, a house to collect money in, a hotel room too to collect money in. I had a house where my family stayed at, and I had a house where they did my hair. My content home that I rented,
a lot of money.
None of my children were there except Gregory McKay. Occasionally, they literally was in there by themselves with me. I'm like that in real life, ho. I ain't broke. I don't gamble. I ain't gamble in 7 months. I mean, pat myself on the motherfucking back. Y'all be loud and y'all be wrong every.
I can't buy that you ain't. Listen, it's okay to come out here and say some days I ain't got it, baby. I meet my budget. That's fine.
Single time about me. But y'all some pussy ass, hating ass, broke ass, po ass, jealous ass hoes. The peach patch, they know me. I know my husband. I don't tempt my husband. My husband ain't been around no hairstylists, none of that. Why you think my kids won't run around in none of them videos? Loud, but wrong. My husband ain't break bread with nobody. He ain't eat no crabs. He ain't sit up there at that Thanksgiving thing. You ain't see him or my kids except Gregory McKay. And Gregory McKay 18. Y'all gotta think. Even at my content creator event, my husband and kids wasn't there. Gregory McKay, my oldest, who's 18, he was outside collecting all my money.
All right, we can move forward. So the friend, we're gonna go to Brittany. Hold on, let me pull up her sister. Um, see if I can pull it up. Let me go to Brittany page. So Brittany saw what was going on, and so there, Brittany don't picked it up. Right. Exactly. I'm sick of it too. And that's what she does. I'm sick of it. So Brittany did her own investigation. Y'all know her sister Brittany is a hairstylist in Georgia. So she posted this and she said, we gonna get to it. She done got hair from her. She say, so the wigs start out heavy within a day, so they start shedding heavily. Hustler of the year. This is what it looked like. Okay. This is the hair that she got from Ann Riley. Okay. They say heavy in the back, but got alopecia in the top. If you the hair style, you need to get another vendor. Period. This is so pretty. She did that. Okay. I think she did. It's from another wig person. Serious question. Does the anesthesia they use for the botched BBL affect eyesight? They don't know what we see, right? No shade. This is her doing somebody else's hair. She, like she said, she could turn something into nothing. Or nothing into something. I mean, she gonna style it correctly. You can give her some synthetic, she gonna rock it. Two of the best choices that I made this year: hired a cleaner for my home, use services. So good for her. There's a big, okay, here it is. There is a big difference between being a hustler and being a content creator. Let's go to the comments. And I agreed, I said facts. There is a huge difference. Very big difference. Someone say you can't hustle a hustler. P made her match, and that's really what hurts. She did meet her match. Somebody said, well, somebody agreed. Somebody else also said, I think what hurt Peach is she really liked the Ann and she's starting to go be her friend. Only for Ann to show her true colors and try to belittle and embarrass Peach. Same thing that she does. Ann got upset that the other hairstylists saying that the quality of her wigs were bad and they could not style it, which was what they came to do. That was strike one. Then Ann had people pulling up to the content house without discussing it with Peach. When Peach told her to stop because they needed to pay and that she was moving risky, Ann got offended. That was strike two. Ann got heated. She went off for Peach and then brought up how she needed her money for them wins. All those agreed to be promo. Ann never told Peach anything about money until she got mad. But Peach didn't argue. She gave her back the wins plus the $2,000 plus Ann said she wanted. Here's my thing. If anybody wrong, they both wrong. First of all, you could have, before you do promo, Peach, you should have discussed business and you should have had a business conversation. You was hustling a hustler and got hustled. Another thing is you hustling the hairstylists for the free wigs. Y'all both are wrong in my eyes. Okay. All right. To me, you got to do better planning, and it's okay. Y'all be wanting Peach to fail. That's crazy. Right? They better watch how they put their mouth on folks. Karma don't have expiration date. Well, that's what we said about Peach. So y'all need to be over there telling her that, because all she does, but don't do anything wrong in the eyes. F out of here. I only expect for people to be who they are. The opportunity that give entrepreneurs were clutch if they could afford it. It's on them to know how to capitalize. The hustler capitalize. She didn't say nothing wrong. She didn't say nothing wrong. Peach is both basically and is a swindler, not a hustler. A good hustler keep their face clean for better business opportunities. Right. They both are the same to me. I don't understand why people are sitting on social media arguing. They're the same to me. Ann need to clean herself up and get a better vendor. Peach should have just discussed it and had something in writing for this. So we finna get what the friends say. I blame both of them. It got dirty and business went wrong.
Drop pussy. God forgive me for saying all this, but God know I'm gonna repent when I get off this live. But it be you drop pussy, can't see your pussy. Pussy look like roast beef, musty, always wearing a motherfucking coat or a motherfucking tampon to keep the smell in. Motherfuckers for me. That's what it be for me. Yes, in my inbox, I see what you said. Yes, but she was mad because Wood was looking at Ann when Ann was coming around and they was practicing their content and whatever. But still in the bracelet, who the fuck want to steal a fake ass Cuban link when you can go buy you a real Cuban link?
Now they said that the Cuban links that she be wearing is fake, allegedly. I don't know.
Who? But you got to think about it. It's about doing math. I paid, if it wasn't for Lavi, y'all could talk y'all shit, but if it wasn't for Ann or Lavi investing, none of you hoes would have jumped on that. Because none of you hoes were smart enough. None of you motherfuckers were smart enough to go jump on the thing. So really, reality, she helped Peach helped tell, hey, it's a foul game. She ain't going back on here. If anybody know Ann is not a problematic person. Ann not a drama person. Ann not gonna say shit. Ann don't give a fuck because you know why? She gonna keep popping her shit. She gonna keep getting the bag as she should. But a bitch like me gonna ride a bitch down. Cause see, Peach just mad. Like, Peach just mad because what you thought it was. You thought if you, okay, she paid the 123 point, whatever. And yeah, I went there. She was okay, but I felt so uncomfortable because you know what? I'm a boss ass bitch. Boss ass bitch like me don't have to go. At the end of the day, let's keep that shit real. And I got my own clout. I've been having my own clout. Like I do taxes. I'm one of the rawest. It's a lot of more drop pussy. God forgive me for saying all this, but God know I'm gonna repent when I get off this live.
So y'all, I got the tea on Ann Riley and Peach McIntyre. Peach McIntyre and Ann Riley got into it because Ann Riley invited a lot of people to Peach McIntyre's Airbnb.
I think it's more
like
basically
basically
to the Airbnb. I don't care what nobody say.
I swear to God, Peach McIntyre got you pussy assholes in a chokehold. Ain't no way y'all out here trying to down talk this lady business to make Peach feel better about her motherfucking self. Pathetic. That's why I say Peach love to manipulate the fuck out of y'all. And she do it every motherfucking time and y'all fall for the shit, okay? Let's be real about something. Ann Riley died, okay? Heaven. She's a business owner, okay? Something that this lady right here, Peach McIntyre, would never be able to do. You know why? Because she's not a people's person, okay? Ain't just the same lady that told a woman, she didn't give a fuck about her dead son, okay? This the same lady that's calling her husband, first child, a mistake baby. This the same motherfucking lady that motherfucker tried to talk about Mama Million because she took her motherfucking class and she feel like anybody that succeed around Peach, she don't like it. That's why I will never take a motherfucking Peach McIntyre class.
She not lying. We done saw this so many times. She's not lying. He's not lying. I've seen it. That's why I be saying I don't know why y'all spending that money. I don't know why. And I'm going to say this in a great way. No, she don't want nobody doing better than her. I'm going to say this with respect. Y'all kill me in Florida. You got Peach through your house? She the motherfucker. No. I would rather touch Trina's head of tresses than to touch hers. Because I know it's going to get seen with the whole cast of Love and Hip Hop Miami. And that is my clientele. I would rather touch Trina, Amada, anybody for Love and Hip Hop Miami than I'll touch the Peach Child. When they move, when they go, you're there. Y'all got to do better than this thinking small-minded and still in one place. And y'all keep saying, oh, that's crab in a barrel. 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 No, it's not. What's crab in a barrel is hating on somebody for what they got. That's not crab in a barrel. Y'all, it's a mess. We'll see the outcome later. Now, this is really a mess. Woohoo! All right, can y'all get y'all teacups ready? Make sure you are settled, because we're going to be here for a little longer. Funky Dineva has came out and said that Tamar, the night of the party, at his party that Tamar threw for him, we finna watch that interview, and then we're going to watch Funky Dineva respond. So, remember Tamar said she brought he said Tamar was faking, ain't nothing wrong with her. You really don't want me to bust your tea about you and Mendecees because it wasn't fake. You got beat up by Yandy. Tell the truth. He didn't say that, but a lot of people was like, well, did she get beat up by Yandy? Because they said that Yandy, remember, came out, oh, well, Yandy hit her and all this and that. From what I heard, he allegedly said, because she said, well, I paid for the party, this and that, right? So she did an interview. And then he saw the interview and he came out and said that she was sitting on Mendecees' lap, flirting with him. He was a little uncomfortable that night of the party. We're going to watch her interview clips from it. And then we're going to jump into Funky Dineva. I don't know where Terry is, but I'm finna read my, because this right here, when I see how everybody breaking this down, I say, honey, this all makes sense. Because I'm thinking, I had asked Yandy, I was being a little mess. I said, Yandy, did you hit that lady? It's okay. You could tell me, friend. Because you from Harlem, I know. And now it makes sense why it was a little bit of, there was things going around that it was open relationships in the marriage. Remember? We just gonna bust down too. I'm not surprised if it is. I'm really not. I'm not surprised. Child. All right, I'm gonna share my screen. Let me put this on pause. So she had an interview at Morning Hustler. What is her name? She got the funny little scratchy voice. L'Oreal. Y'all know L'Oreal from Love Hip Hop, New York. Here we go, y'all. That was her friend that was in the video.
DCs have like anything beyond this film? Or?
No, to be honest, I barely even know him.
Okay.
To be honest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not like, we're cool,
Yeah.
but he's not like my homie. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's not like that. Yeah.
So they started putting you two together. Do you and Mendecees have like anything beyond this film? Or?
No, to be honest, I barely even know him.
All right.
To be honest, you know what I mean? We're not like,
he just got
we're
casted in the
cool,
film.
but he's not like my homie. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's not
right.
like,
Were you like so they started putting you two together? Do you and Mendecees have like anything beyond?
Hold on. Let me go to Jasmine Brand. It does that. Let me go to Jasmine Brand. Come on, Jasmine. You were always trying to hide, girl. Oh, what Chris Brown say? Well, go ahead, Chris. When did she? Oh, she said that 3 days ago. We're going to get into what Tamar said. Then we're going to get into that. Where is the video, y'all? Give me a minute. Because I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, it's way down there. We ain't finna go way down there. We'll go to what she said 3 days ago. When was this? Child, not Suki out here with glasses trying to look educated. Let me leave her alone. I always motherfucking educated. This was 6 hours ago, so why is it not on her page? Oh no, wrong Jasmine Brand. Here we go. She got 2 pages, y'all, so forgive me. Because she did post something from 3 days ago about Tamar waking up. Yeah, we're going to go to that too. So Tamar basically says she wake up every day feeling good or whatever, blase squaze. Okay, now we finna go to it. Here we go, y'all. I hate that my thing do that. Okay. Let's share the screen.
Mendecees have
that. And he just got casted in the film, and here we are.
Were you like a little hesitant? This is the one thing I will say, how I think people might get tired in, maybe because you're using his name in the film. Did y'all ever think about
that? And he just got casted in
about using a different name?
We use Julian.
That's a different name, though. You get what I'm trying to say?
We use L'Oreal.
I know. But Mendecees just seems so standoutish.
Well, talk to his mama. She named him, not me.
About using a different name.
We use Julian.
Okay, well, also, so in the film, though, you know, I was in there.
Yeah.
But me and you wasn't hugged up. So they saw the coziness, and some people said they ain't never seen him like that with Yandy.
Well, I've never met the lady, so I've never.
Okay, well, also.
Never talked to her, never met her. And so it wasn't a situation where it was like, oh, I'm finna go after somebody. No, it wasn't like that. It was like, you know, I met somebody and this person was perfect for the role.
Yeah.
And their experience with never talked to her, never met her. And so it wasn't a situation where it was like, oh, I'm finna go after somebody. No, it wasn't like that. It was like, you know, I met somebody and this person was perfect for the role.
Yeah.
And their experience was parallel to mine, and it worked out.
Yeah.
And we had a great time filming it. It was a very easy, fun shoot. And I don't know. Here we are, Heartbreak Retrograde, parallel to mine. And
you want to be like this? Let's be like this. Part of the problem with this whole thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and Mendecees had in front of me. Okay. All of that.
Now we finna get into what he said. So let's see if we can see about the part. Let me go to his page, because she invited him to this party. He was there. He was there allegedly. Oh, I gotta keep him on here because we finna talk about Sabrina Peterson, and I hate she like to jump into everything. Y'all want to talk about somebody that jumping something? Sabrina Peterson jumping a lot, and she be pissing me off. We gonna talk about it. Okay, I'm gonna play Millie Chan video where she showed a clip of this party. Let me stop sharing my screen, and then we finna go over there to Funky House because Funky got things to say. Hold on. We finna go to Funky House and react on this.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan.
Shout out to Millie Chan. Y'all go follow her.
Everything that happened last night with fucking Dineva coming in, airing Tamar out, spilling the alleged tea that she has been sitting in the back of a car on Mendecees' lap, making him feel uncomfortable. This is the party that he was talking about that they had gone to. And when he said that if this party was for him, his name would have been on the marquee. And as you can see in the back, these letters spell out Tamar. Funky's disposition did not look like he wanted to be here, right? He was like, I'm here with Tamar. She called me. I'm just here. What's going on? Let's get into it. So after that night, Tamar talked about how she woke up the next day. She was struggling making this post. People were calling her. She said she almost passed away Sunday. She said, I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. As the days go by, the worse it is. I fractured my nose, lost some teeth and mobility. The way I look at life now is totally different. This was her post afterwards. So this is the post that Tamar posted and deleted that Funky was talking about last night. She said, no matter what he says, I love Miss Funky Dineva anyway. Had I known what was going on while I was in the hospital trying to recover, I would have said something. It's terrible that whatever I didn't say turned into all of this. I just want peace. Now, she posted this, and this was a delete. And this is what he had to say. So after Tamar made that post, and I'm guessing before she deleted it, Funky Dineva said this was all he wanted. He was like, it's done. I'm all good now. I pray you recover quickly, and I hope the new project spawns nothing but hits. Now, the new project came out quickly after the words of her and Mendecees started going around. So she quickly put out the Heartbreak Retrograde, right? She put that out maybe for 2 days. She talked about it, and then she didn't talk about it anymore until it was actually supposed to come out in October. Now we have gone from this, which was a great night between two friends of what we thought, to Funky Dineva completely airing Tamar out. Okay. Now we've all heard the conversation with her and L'Oreal, but there was also another conversation with her and L'Oreal where she talked about she didn't even know Mendecees. Let's get into that. Now they split this interview up, and this is the part where she talked about her relationship with Mendecees, the rumors prior to Funky Dineva's allegations. So let's go.
Started putting you two together. Do you?
All right, let me
Very
fast forward.
Tamar had made the statement, I was throwing a party for a friend, and then L'Oreal saying who you thought was a friend. That was a problem for Funky Dineva. And when he heard this is what he had to say. And we're just going to play a little bit and we're going to move on.
If you want to be like this, let's be like this.
Okay.
Part of the problem with this whole thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and Mendecees had in front of me. Ooh. Okay? All of that, you at the music video shoot in your booty shorts, sitting on top of him meeting us up at restaurants every time we met up. I was very uncomfortable with it. And if we gonna tell it, let's tell it all. So since you were throwing a party for a friend's birthday party, do y'all want to know why I did not get out the car and go upstairs with Tamar when we got back to her house?
Why?
Because after her and Mendecees got through kissing in the back of that goddamn car, I figured they wanted to be up there privately. That is why when we got dropped off at Tamar's house,
we finna go to Funky House. I can't give all of that to y'all. We over here at Funky House. Funky, what is up? Hold on. Funky, don't. First of all, please don't strike me. I am your Florida cousin. Okay? Okay? Don't do it. Hold on, let me do my copyright. I love you. Don't beat me up. Because I didn't know you were sitting on this. Because when you said I could have told you. You could have told what? I didn't know all of that. I didn't know he was sitting on that, y'all. Hold on. Let me do this copyright disclaimer. Give me a minute, y'all. We finna play it. We going to Funky House, okay? All right. Under 106, copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use. Under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use purpose for as criticism, comment, news reporting. This is news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. This is research as well. Fair use is a prohibited by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit educational personal use tips the balance in the favor of fair use. Okay? All right, we're going to go to Funky House. Take your shoes off. You got snacks. Don't put nothing on his floor. Pick up your mess. Take your shoes off. Grab your bag of chips. Sit down. Turn the TV on mute or whatever you're listening to in your ear, because he finna give us a story time. Welcome in. Y'all will say hey to me, hey to Chat, and hey to Funky. All right? Let's go. We're going to have some respect in his house. Right? All right. Child, let's get to it, honey.
That I'm still up in the air about how I'm gonna respond to Tamar.
Make sure y'all get y'all glasses of liquor.
Tamar recently did an interview with L'Oreal, and I don't know. She just did something I didn't like.
Well,
Take a look.
Tell me what she do.
Are you aware of what really happened to you?
No, I'm not.
Or can you talk about
I can talk about it, but I'm not aware of what really happened to me.
Yeah.
All I know is that I went to a friend's birthday party. I gave a friend a birthday party. Hello.
You thought was your friend.
Well, we ain't even gonna touch on that.
Yeah.
I came home like I would normally do. Well, you kind of know the spiel. I come home, I'll take a shower, I'll wash my face, I'll come back in the kitchen. We'll have, have more.
Okay, so
all right, well, tell us
the
how you
rest of
feel.
the interview
Be
is
here.
irrelevant. Tamar, I'm gonna speak to you directly.
Go ahead.
I never wanted what transpired between me and you to transpire. I didn't. In this moment, it's still not something that I'm very proud of. And I honestly wish that I could go back a couple months and we could be in the place that we were before this happened. But what I can't tolerate is the sly shade, the sly messiness, and this thing that you do. You do just enough that when somebody calls you on it, then you can dip your hands back and be like, I didn't do nothing. What? I didn't do nothing. I didn't say the person's name. Okay, you started out with...
Are you aware of what really happened to you?
No, I'm not.
Or can you talk about it?
I can talk about it, but I'm not aware of what really happened to me.
Yeah.
All I know is that I went to a friend's birthday party. I gave a friend a birthday party.
Okay. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, because I'm telling you to your damn face, you was a bold-faced, bald-headed, goddamn liar.
Dang.
Okay? That night was never about me. You and Zoe and all the rest of them, y'all was looking for something to eat. Y'all called me and was asking me what was there to eat up in my direction. I said everything up my way closed. I was like, we could always go to Roof Chris.
Now, there's one thing about Florida that I hate, because anywhere in Florida, y'all know, no matter if it's a hot city, Miami, Tampa, Orlando, is always open past a certain time. A lot of places after the pandemic has closed early. And I hate that, because it'd be some good food.
Y'all said, fuck it, meet me at Roof Chris. I met y'all at Roof Chris. You and Zoe.
Okay. Zoe is the blonde head guy.
Here comes walking Mendecees
and
his homeboy. Okay. Now, this is the third time that me and you have been hanging out, and out of nowhere, here comes Mendecees. Okay. Now you can make of that whatever the hell you want to make of it. Okay. I was tired. I wanted to go home. Y'all said we going over here to Sauce.
So they just want to hang out all night.
Meet us at Sauce. I said, y'all, I really don't want to go.
Oh, I forgot, y'all. I'm sorry. He is in Atlanta. I take that back. So yeah, even in Atlanta, even in Texas. So you be hungry after 10, 11 o'clock. Them places close at 10. You better get your food around 8 or 9. Don't nobody be in the house. Food be good, especially in Atlanta. Ooh. Sidebar, I found me a sandwich place like back at home in Florida, and I can't wait to try it. But yeah, in Atlanta, you're gonna get you some good food.
Drive my car over to Sauce. By the time I get to Sauce, Zoe calls and says, Tamar said, just leave your car at her house and we're gonna go to V12.
Okay, yeah,
I
they
didn't
in
even want to go.
Because she's living in Atlanta.
You didn't throw me no party, love. Why are you doing this? Why is it?
So she's talking about the party in Miami. He talking about when they met up again and she had that thing in Atlanta because it say Tamar in the back. So I don't know. Now I got to side with him with that. How you confuse the birthday party to that?
So important for you to create this narrative like you were doing something for a friend and a friend did you so wrong. Okay? So now you and Mendecees sneaking and dealing around. Mendecees was behind us at the V12. Okay.
V12?
He just didn't want to walk in, or they had arranged it because he didn't want to be caught up all in the mix. If you were throwing Quentin a party, Tamar, the sign would have said Quentin. The sign would have said Funky Dineva on it. Okay. Now, in fairness, it was my birthday week. And maybe in your mind, you were saying, let's go out and continue to hang for your birthday. Or it's your birthday, let's hang.
Right.
But to create this narrative that you went to throw a birthday party for a friend and this friend did you so wrong, that's not right, Tamar. And it's not fair to me. And my feelings are hurt behind it. My feelings are really hurt behind you trying to create this narrative. And here is what the situation is, my love. For whatever reason, you being Tamar Braxton that you are, you like running to the internet and stirring up mess and confusion and drama. It's what you like. There is no real world where anybody busts out the front of their damn mouth and then start talking about they woke up in a pool of blood and they almost died. I did not play it in this interview, but at the time in which you went to the internet, you said you woke up in a pool of blood and almost died. In this interview with L'Oreal, you mentioned that you were home with David or somebody, and they said, we need to call an ambulance. And you were like, no, we're not calling no ambulance, which suggests to me that you did not almost die. Okay. But now, since you want to be like this, let's be like this. Part of the problem with this whole thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and Mendecees had in front of me. Okay. All of that, you at the music video shoot in your booty shorts, sitting on top of him meeting us up at restaurants every time we met up. I was very uncomfortable with it. And if we're going to tell it, let's tell it all. So since you were throwing a party for a friend's birthday party, do y'all want to know why I did not get out the car and go upstairs with Tamar when we got back to her house?
Go ahead.
Because after her and Mendecees got through kissing in the back of that goddamn car, I figured they wanted to be up there privately. That is why when we...
Funky, what are you trying to say? Funky, what are you trying to say? Funky, what are you telling us? What you trying to feed us? Because if it's what I'm thinking, say what? Funky, now my popcorn can't get stale. What you telling us, friend?
He got dropped off at Tamar's house. I did not go upstairs. I got in my damn car and went home because you was sitting on his lap in that goddamn Uber and y'all ass was kissing.
Oh my God. I'm clutching my pearls. When was you were at least I would have went home in my bed. F all that.
Okay, and the shit made me damn uncomfortable. Okay, now if anybody know who happened and what happened to your damn teeth, it's Mendecees and his best friend, because they was the ones who went upstairs with you. Now I don't know whether they was fucking your ass from the back and ran your head through the headboard or what. Okay, but if anybody need to be investigated on what happened to you in your damn teeth, it need to be Mendecees and his friend, because that's who went upstairs with you. That's who went upstairs with you. Okay? All the phone calls I got at the V12, is Tamar drunk? Why is she sitting on Mendecees' lap like this? Why is she sitting on Mendecees' lap? And see, here's the thing. I hate that I even chose to go this route because it follows the narrative of Oh, he just a messy sissy who couldn't wait to get mad day to tell her business, keep the messy punks from round you. Like, it would seem to me, Tamar, if you knew that I was holding on to all of this, that you would just leave me the fuck alone.
Meet Squibbler, the AI book writer that transforms your ideas into fully developed chapters. With
Baby, you didn't throw no party for me. If anything, you threw a pre-party for Mendecees. Because he the one who went back upstairs with you. That lady husband. And see, y'all be around here in these blogs and shit thinking y'all be knowing what y'all be talking about. Folks be eating me up. And I just be sitting there. If only y'all knew.
I told them, you might as well come on out with it. It wasn't no need. Right. It wasn't no need. It wasn't no need to hide this. We've been said over here. We said go ahead and empty the clip. Don't hide it. Don't hide it. We want to know what happened. What transpired till y'all got here? That's what we want to know. What happened? Why did y'all get here? I told you. Just
if
tell
only
it.
y'all knew. He's such a bad friend. He's such a bad friend. If she was drunk, why he didn't go upstairs with her? That faggot just want to be around her. He just want to be around her because of XYZ. A real friend would have went upstairs with her. I didn't need to go upstairs with her because that lady husband went upstairs.
So I asked them, I said, Funk, you might as well tell her what's going on. How did y'all get here? Because y'all was just at a party. She said something happened and you shaded her. And I want to know what happened. How did we get here? Well, we got the word what happened. Child, how we got here. He telling us how we got here. This is sad, how we got here. He wasn't comfortable with that exchange. Y'all got to understand, just because Funky do hang out with people that are out in that limelight, and what people have to understand as well, he might not agree everything with them and they might not be cool, but y'all got to understand, he still has a rapport. Okay?
Yes, with her. You absolutely right. A real friend would have went upstairs. Her real friend went upstairs with her. Hold on one second. This is my auntie nursing home. Quentin Latham. Yes, to her for her foot. Yes. Thank you. Bye.
I've never seen him look like this before, y'all.
And the whole issue, Tamar, about the whole thing was the fact that you don't get to go around and create media shitstorms that involve other people without their permission. That whole, my teeth fell out, and I don't know what happened. Tamar, like, sis. And then you had that Spanish lady make that video down in Miami lying.
Here's the thing. Now I see how they got here. Okay. People were blaming Funky Dineva for her teeth falling out, saying that he left her, she knew this and that. Why would you let her go home like this and that? And he basically was telling people, hey, like, that's not what happened. I did not know because I left her. He never said that she was with somebody. He never said none of that. He just said I wasn't with her. I can't explain that. He wanted Tamar to come out here and say that. Now, regardless if Tamar would have said, I said this and I keep it serious. I feel like, this is my honest opinion, even because they don't like Tamar, even if she would have came out here and said it, they wasn't finna buy it. They wasn't finna buy it. So they were threatening him, and he had to come clear it up.
There is nobody who had the amount of mouth trauma that you had that healed that quickly.
Yeah.
You know what happened when it's time to be messy. You know what happened when it's time to be mean. You know what happened when it's time to hide the fact that you was messing with Yandy's husband.
Oh, Lord.
You know what happened when it's time for y'all to sneak in and out of places at different times to not be caught with people, but you don't know what happened in your own damn house while that man was up there with you. Now you don't know what happened. So with that being said, now I give everybody permission to now paint me as the messy faggot. I'll be that. I will be the messy faggot that everybody should stay away from on Get Mad Day because he gonna tell all your business. I had been told this lady to leave me alone. But you not finna sit your triple face ass up there on L'Oreal's podcast and pretend like, oh, you just had a friend that just did you so wrong. You were just done so wrong. Because if anything, I was the one that was the collateral damage in your bullshit. Them people sat up there and called me every damn thing under the sun, made me a part of every conspiracy under the sun, while your ass was sitting back somewhere enjoying all of the media bliss about it because you like it. All you had to simply do was put y'all, leave Funky alone, me and Funky cool. You didn't even want to do that. Then when you went and did it, you took it down the next day. Like, and granted, there is a world where people can say, well, Q, you know, I get it. Some people did not know until I addressed it. But for the record, she went out and said she almost died. I had 7,000 people waiting in the doggone thing because they knew we were together the night before and they were just waiting for me to tell what happened. And I said, I don't know what happened to the lady. But I said, baby, I went home. That lady went upstairs. I went home. I don't know what happened to that lady. Now, I understand that in the wake of some people not knowing who I am and not knowing how we speak in Miami, coupled with the fact that Tamar got on the internet and pretended like she almost died, I get the outrage. People are like, how is he referring to her so dismissively as that lady or whatever? And what y'all don't know, what you know now is the reason why I was referring to her so dismissively is because I knew deep down in my soul hadn't shit happened to her ass. Had nothing happened to her ass. It would seem to me, before you get on the internet and try to tell people you almost died, that you would have called Olivia Benson from Law & Order to figure out what happened to your ass. We months down the line, you don't started a whole media shitstorm and you still talking about you don't know what happened to your ass? And you didn't think to maybe figure out what happened to your ass before you ran on the internet? I told you a long time ago, I'm not them. I'm not your support staff. I'm not none of them broke sissies that be around you for clout, that need you for money, that need you to pay the tab. I don't need nothing from you and never needed anything from you. I was your friend genuinely. And I'm still hurt by all of this. I'm still hurt by all of this because I don't like how you trying to flip it and make it seem like I did you wrong. The only person who was did wrong in this situation is Yandy. And I'm going to leave it at that. Moving right along.
I would say it's like having another producer.
Nah, he said it's Yandy. And I'll leave it like that.
In the room that knows
right
exactly
along.
what your song needs. This is co-producing.
Now a lot of people are believing, you know, that I'll watch Jesse Wu thing later. Believing that Yandy probably did hit that girl upside the goddamn mouth about her husband. I don't know. But I will say this: what's done in the dark comes to light. And hey, well, that's all I can say about it, because it's a mess. Hold on, what's this show Comments on Stage? Let me see if I can put that on. Oh, great, I can do that. It's a mess. A lot of people are asking, is that true? A lot of people are asking, because a lot of people thought that it was a skit in the movie. I did too, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I watched it, I loved it, but then I'm not gonna lie to you. Remember, I came out here and I said this quote. Who was he talking to like that? Did he talk to Yandy like that? Or what the hell going on? He was a little too comfortable. You know, he'll tell you in the heartbeat, I don't give a damn what people say about me. Okay. Well, I'm saying it. I'm saying it. You know, he was very comfortable in that scene. Child, calling her all types of names. I'm like, wait, because remember it came out that Yandy was cheating and all. Honey, well, on that note, but nah, this is a mess. I feel like, you know, he's entitled to how he feel. She's entitled to how she feel. And that's just how I feel on that. But I would have said something instead of sitting here saying, oh, well, he was my friend. I don't know what happened. Girl, just say I was with that lady husband and I had too much to drink trying to get it on. And you know, just say that. I mean, you might as well, we respect it. You know, I mean, if that's, we respect it. But now it makes sense why Tawana say you like being with other people men. She did say that on the, remember that? She's saying you like other people's husbands. Sleeping with other people's husbands. She did say that. She did say that. Now, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. I just know it's a mess, child, but that's the tea. We got to see what happened. A little bit is coming out little by little, y'all. So y'all just be prepared. Y'all be prepared. All right, y'all. I've been on here almost 2 hours. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section about everything. I'll be back live and we'll finish our 8-part of the Danish deception. And we'll go from there. I want to thank you guys for all to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
It's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Birds singing in the dead of night.